I just watched a video and on Trinity, okay? Trinity's mother Raven. You guys believe everything you hear out here, okay? Don't believe everything you hear, okay? Um Remember, always seek the truth, right? So Trinity's mother Raven made a video, okay? Um and I did reads on Trinity. I did probably 3 reads on Trinity. This is my 4th read that I'm doing on Trinity. The young little girl um, that is missing, that they say that she drowned in Florida. Okay, you guys, hold up. Let me step out. She didn't drown. Okay, I was one of the first psychics to do the read. The girl did not drown. Okay, there's no way that girl drowned in the water. And it's raining right now, right? I feel like there will be arrests in Trinity's murder. Well, let me tell you, when you mess with somebody that is Yeshua's child, right? A chosen child, right? There will be justice, okay? There will be justice for this little girl, okay? I told you guys that she did not drown in that water, okay? Her stepfather was involved in her disappearance. Her stepfather knows the transaction that was made for Trinity. There will be arrests, okay? There will be arrests. Remember I said in the next couple of days there will be arrests in Trinity. Eslinger, I hope I'm saying her name right. If you look behind me, it's lightning and raining, right? Hey, you guys. It's raining, okay? It's raining. Thank you. I did a read on Trinity, and I told you she is not in the body of water, okay? They haven't found a body. Now, will a body wash up? Okay. There was a transaction, okay? Transaction, money, okay? Pentacles, okay? The stepfather, there was a transaction of money. Now, I do see that she was sold at some point. I do see that the girl was in an abusive household. There was abuse and neglect. And right now it's raining, right? This is emotions. She was a water child, okay? A water child, right? You know the stories they tell us about Yeshua, Jah, Jesus, whatever you want to call him out here, right? The divine source, right? The divine consciousness, right? A child that comes from water, okay? A child with a gift. Hey, from India. How are you guys doing? Hola. You don't mess with the water child. A water child sees, okay? A water child knows. A water child has sight, okay? Trinity did not drown in that water, okay? She did not drown. There was a transaction. I pulled the cards, and there was a transaction. So there was money, so she was sold, okay? Somebody sent me an email today about a human trafficking bus in, hey JR, hey Tony, hola. Thank you guys for the kind words. Princess Daughter Blue Warrior. When you mess with a water child, okay, a water child, right? Born into air, turn to water, okay? You are messing with a divine child, okay? A chosen child, okay? A chosen child can see. They have the gift of sight, okay? the gift of sight. All right. She was, she had a gift. Okay. She had a gift. Her mother did a video. Her mother's name is Raven. Okay. The stepfather is lying. He will be arrested. The mother will be arrested. The police know that there's foul play, right? And the energy of the mother and the energy of the stepfather is off, okay? Energy never lies, okay? Remember, energy never lies, all right? So I did a reading on Trinity. I did probably like 3. This is my 4th one. Hey, Muhammad. Okay, she's not in water, you guys. Okay, she's not in water. Okay, somebody sent me and I will be coming back with the number 5. Okay, ancestral message from the ancestors. Okay, the girl is not in the body of water. All right, hi from Iran. I have people from all over international that follow my page. Okay, it's the little girl that they said that she the tide took her away. Okay, they said she's in the water. They don't know where she's at. They never found her body. And somebody sent me an email about a human trafficking ring in Florida. They just busted a big human trafficking ring in Florida. Okay. I see that she was sold. There was money exchange. There was abuse going on. And I even seen the fertility card. Okay. So fertility means birth. Okay. She was too young to have a child. Okay. Was a stepfather messing with her? Yes. Was a stepfather into some stuff? Yes. I'm surprised nothing has came out on the stepfather's arrest record. Okay. He looks clean, but he's not clean. Okay. You guys stop always believing what you hear out here. Okay. We must seek the truth to find the truth. Okay. I did a video on her. I was one of the, somebody says you were one of the first psychics that spoke the truth. Yes. The little girl was sold. Okay. And there was abuse going on. You guys know what kind of abuse I'm talking about. Okay. Now, I was picking up the day I did her reading a warehouse. I could have been picking up other children's energy too. Okay. There was a bus in Florida, a human trafficking of bus of children. Somebody sent me the email and I have to do a reading on that. Okay. The energy surrounding that human trafficking bus. Okay. I don't know all the details. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. I love you guys. I don't know all the details on the human trafficking bus, but I'm telling you, this girl did not go with the tide. Okay. Right now, they're trying to cover their tracks. There will be arrests with the stepfather and the mother. Okay. She did not drown. I don't know how many times I have to emphasize this. The little girl did not drown. Okay. We need to continue to pray, and you don't mess with children. Okay. There's a consequences and judgment that's going to be called on you. Okay. Remember I told you that. Okay. So the one card that really stood out to me was the Pentacles. Okay. Pentacles is all about money, transaction. Okay. Transaction and money. Okay. So I do feel like there will be arrests. I feel like the mother and the stepfather have lawyered up. This video is for entertainment purposes, but we're going to use discernment out here. And a lot of people are saying that they're not going to come to conclusions on this. Okay. I don't change up what I say. What I say is what I say. Okay. It's what I get, okay, as a seer. The girl did not go with the tide. The girl, there was money exchange, there was other things. So the thing is, somebody also said that they don't need a body to proceed or press charges. They don't need a body. All they need is some kind of evidence. If they fail the lie detector test, their stories are not adding up, they can be arrested. Okay, so I do see arrests on Trinity's case. The little African American girl that they said that went with the tide. She didn't go with the tide. Okay, she did not go with the water. She did not go with the tide. All right. There was money exchanged. Now the question is, did the mother know? Okay, the mother knew. She had to know. Okay, the mother had to know. Okay. I watched the video of the mother. I couldn't even watch the whole video. Okay, because to me it was all bullshit. Okay, from the beginning to the end of her. I guess she has a part 1 and 2. It's all bullshit. Okay, Raven, you're full of shit. Okay, the stepfather is full of shit. Okay. So the thing is now is finding Trinity. Okay, finding Trinity, returning her back to her family if she's still alive, if she has crossed over, finding the body. Okay, that's where we need to be looking at. Okay. um I believe they do have some tangible evidence that there was foul play. I do believe that the police are onto them and they will be arrested. Okay, the stepfather and the mother. Now I see a father here. This is a biological father. Okay, I feel like I don't know I don't know who the biological father is. I don't know the circumstances surrounding the biological father, but I see the biological father is not happy. The biological father knows that something is off, something's not right. Has he spoke out? I don't know. Okay, but I'm telling you guys, it don't feel right in my spirit. It never sat right. And when I pull cards or throw bones and shells and anything comes out as far as money with children, there should never be money coming out. Money cards coming out with children. Okay, period. Point blank. Okay. Most of the time when money cards come out with children, there is a transaction. Okay, most of that is human trafficking, organ trafficking, all kinds of trafficking out here. Okay, so I feel like they're on to the mother and the stepfather. There will be arrests. I will come back on. And there was a human trafficking ring bust. Somebody sent me the email. I think it was in the same area where she went, where allegedly they say that she went into the water and she disappeared. Okay, so I will be back on, and I'm going to wait because I know that the answers that we seek will come. Okay. And this is so sad because so many children are being human trafficking, organ trafficking, sacrifices out here. If you know, you know. Okay. The stepfather is connected. You guys, I'm sitting in the car. Okay, the car is charging, and there goes a butterfly. Okay, a white butterfly. Very symbolic. Okay, butterflies are very symbolic. Butterflies mean transformation. Okay, transformation information. Okay, and I pray the little girl's still alive. Okay. We will get answers to Trinity's case. A lot of you guys that work on true crimes. I do true crimes as a psychic. I was drawn to true crimes as a psychic. Um, it's my calling in life, as a seer, to speak the truth, seek the truth. Okay. I do feel like there will be arrests. Okay, there will be arrests. We need to continue to pray, because the answers that we seek will come. Okay, you guys? All right. I call bullshit on the mother. I call bullshit on the stepfather. Bullshit, 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 bullshit. Okay? Their stories are bullshit. Okay? You guys, when you guys hear stuff, don't always believe it. Okay, you don't always believe what you hear. You have to think past, you have to see past the physical. Okay, the spiritual comes before the physical. Always remember that. Okay, and I'm calling bullshit on this case. Okay, the reason they haven't found her body is because she never was in the water. Okay, if you want to go back to my previous videos that I did on her, go back to them. Hit the like button, subscribe. If you guys find out any more information, you guys know my email address, 33. Okay, um and this butterfly is flying, okay, in the water element. It's raining, okay, so this means emotions, okay, emotions from this little girl. um the truth to be told, her story to be told, the truth, not the lies, the deception. I wish I could come on here and tell you that she went with the tide. I really wish I could tell you that, but I can't tell you that because that's not what I see. Okay. Um, I've always seen this little girl. Um, the very first reading that I did on her, um, and I didn't throw the bones in the shells. Okay. I threw the cards. Okay. The tarot, which is the Torah. Okay, the Kabbalah. The tarot will take you to the Torah and the Kabbalah. Okay. Um, but there will be arrests. We just have to be patient. They're getting information. Okay. They're putting the whole case together. And we need to continue to pray. Okay. Because the answers that we seek, we will find them. And there's a transformation. This means that there's going to be answers to Trinity's disappearance. Okay. She's not in the body of water, you guys. Okay, she's not. So go back to my other videos, hit the like button, share my videos, you guys. This is Jennifer Felix Readings. If you guys want a reading from me, go to my email address, Jennifer Felix Readings, so I can schedule your readings. Somebody says, "Hey Loretta, hi Miss Powerful." I don't think I'm powerful, you guys. I'm just a seer, okay? An ancient seer from a far place, okay? Ancient, okay? I lived many lifetimes as a seer. It's not my first. And I'm not powerful. I just tell you guys what I see, okay? That's it. Thank you for the kind words. I said it from day one. There was a transaction. Transaction means currency, okay? And my question is, where the stepdad said there was two men in a boat. Where are the two men that was in the boat that allegedly supposed to save Trinity but accidentally let Trinity go and just slip away? Okay, where are those two men? Okay, why haven't they come forward? Why haven't they told their story? Okay, obviously they're being investigated by the FBI because this is federal. When it comes to children, it's federal. Okay, I have worked with the FBI on, there's cases that I have had to call the FBI. Sometimes they don't believe psychics. Sometimes they use us. There's psychics that work for the government. Okay, but yes, this little girl is not in the body of water. Okay, I don't care what nobody says. So if her mother is watching my video today, Raven and her stepfather, you know what happened to Trinity. Okay, you know exactly what happened to Trinity. So you might as well speak the truth, because the truth will come out. Okay, and there's a lot of emotions surrounding this right now with this water energy. A lot of emotions, okay, surrounding Trinity's case. Okay, she's not in water. Okay, the answers that we seek is with the stepfather and the mother. Okay, the mother came on, she did 2 videos, you guys. I couldn't even watch it, okay, because it's bullshit. I don't have time to watch bullshit. Okay, I have time for the truth, not the bullshit. Okay, and I'm tipping those scales. Okay, so the scales are tipped. Okay, so there will be arrests. You guys watch what I'm telling you guys. Okay, be patient, continue to pray for this little girl. We will get the answers that we seek. All right, Jennifer Felix Readings. All right, I'll show you guys. Bye.